Bright evening, everyone. My name is Nicasio P. Amoy Jr. So I am the IT students in State University of Northern Negros. So I am currently enrolled in advanced data mining. Uh, my task is to have my review on a specific research regarding data mining methods, a comprehensive analysis of big data as well as techniques. Today, so we are looking at a comprehensive review of data mining methods. As we all know that data will grow exponentially. Understanding the tools we use is to mine it becomes critical as well as difficult. Just like what we have done today, so we are making data in a form of video. So data can be a form of text, a file, videos. Uh, right now is we are creating data over the internet. No, so data is growing every seconds. Yet it will become more crucial and difficult to mine if the data is being big, or the data set is being big. Okay, so this presentation synthesize the finding of the authors, specifically Papa Kyriakou and Barbokis, regarding on big data techniques, modern big data techniques. So they are basically connected in Hellenic Mediterranean University, Department of Electronics Engineering, so at Crete, Greece. And this research being published international by International Journal of Computer, volume volume 183, number 48, as of January 2022. To start with, let me clear the or present the objectives and goals. Okay, so before diving into the math, it is important to understand that what this paper set out to do. So the authors recognize that the sheer volume of data mining algorithms can be overwhelming. So their primary objective was to map this landscape, evaluating the strength and weakness of common algorithms to provide clear guidance for the researchers and practitioners. So this paper is not proposing new algorithms. It is surveying the existing landscape. The goal is to create map and current algorithmic approach by highlighting the pros and cons of these algorithms. The authors want to provide cheat sheets or guidelines for future researchers, so they know exactly which tool to pick for their specific data problems. So this is somewhat the primary goal of the author is to provide comprehensive summary and review of modern big data mining techniques. No, so to provide researchers and assisting them, guiding them to assist them in selecting suitable algorithms for handling complex and large data sets. So, as we all know that there are so many algorithms present, but we should also know that what are those algorithms that would be applicable if ever there are many data sets present. So some of them will not work for a large data sets, and some of them also will work in a smaller data sets. So we have to choose. So this research will give us guidelines and assist us to select suitable algorithms in handling complex and large scale data sets. So, what are the key questions with regards to the research? So, number one is large data sets. No, so this review centers on the three core questions. What works best for massive data sets? So, how these models directly compare? That's called referring to algorithmic comparison. And ultimately, how can organizations translate these mathematical outputs into real-world decisions? So, mura gina, no? Ganyan talaga ang key questions nila sa ilang research, no? So, what are the most robust, effective data mining algorithms designed in handling and processing and extracting values from a large data sets? So, we should know. So, this research paper is guiding us what is the right algorithms that we're going to use for a large data sets, and also how do we model techniques we compare when evaluating their theoretical strengths, practical weakness, and broad applicability. So we should also know their weakness, their strength, as well as their applicability. And also knowledge discovery, no? How can these commercial and academic organizations effectively leverage these analytical techniques to enhance decision making in their business or in their organizations there we connected in. Okay, that's converting these mathematical outputs into real world decisions. So that's the art of data mining. So we have to mine data, finding data for comparative as well as for decision making. So finding the right patterns and trends for us to decide, no? So that's the very important, or that's the fuel of AI, is somewhat also data or large data sets. Next slide is their methodological approach. So how did the authors conduct this review? Let's look at their methodological approach. So reviewing the structural process behind gathering, categorizing, and analyzing vast collection of big data literature. So they are somewhat gathering, categorizing, analyzing, as well as referring to the collection of big data literatures. Data gathering and dataset formations. So let me start with literature-based gathering. No, the research abstain from primary empirical testing. So focuses entirely on reviewing secondary literatures sources. Sources include prior research, industry reports, and specialized algorithmic studies. So also platforms such as Hadoop and Apache Spark are referenced contextually for environment constraint. Okay, so in it is important to note that this study is not for does not run its own empirical tests. Instead, it aggregates existing literature. No, it's somewhat uh, referring to referring to prior research, industry reports. So wala siya ginatawag og specific testing, no? It's just focusing on secondary literature sources from prior research, industry reports, and specialized algorithm studies. Next is data categorization strategy. So rather than relying on empirical data sets, the review meticulously categorize information by systematic data types. So we have structured data. It is highly organized relational database. So when we say relational database, it talks about RDMS, no? Or relational management system, database management system, referred to SQL. So in tabular format, or in tabular data, it could be Excel, So neat tabular data is like an Excel. So we say tabular, it is table. So next is semi-structured. We categorize also our data into semi-structured. So it consists of navigatable format like XML as well as emails. No, so has some organizational framework, but it is strictly tabular, isn't strictly tabular, like XML files and emails with headers and bodies. No, so the last categorization of data is unstructured data. So unstructured data is refers to as messy, raw data. So like a raw text document, a tweet, a comment, a post on social media, and of course a video file in YouTube. So right now we are producing unstructured data in the cloud because we are creating a video. I'm going to upload it after. Next is data processing and model evaluations. So this is somewhat how they process data and how they model the evaluation. So number one is association rule, learning. So algorithms like a priori and FP growth were analyzed for discovering interesting relations between variables and large data sets. So this is somewhat used to find hidden patterns. So example, people who buy diapers also buy beer. So this is somewhat association role learning that some people who buys diapers also buys beer. So meaning they are basically associated. No? So another is classification system. In deep evaluation of logic, logistic regression, neighbors, support vector machines, so or SVM, key near neighbors, so KNN, so direction, the decision trees and random forest is somewhat how we classify. No, so classification algorithms that categorize data into known buckets. No, example is this email spam or not. No, so the paper look at the support vector machines or SVMs, KNNs, as well as decision trees, etc. So this is how we classify, how we process our data through classification systems. And then we also have clustering and regressions. So it will be reviewed and supervised learning paradigms alongside standard regressions. No, so and lastly we have mathematical foundations, conceptualized mechanisms such as support, which is confidence, log adds, kernel functions, and Gini index. So the authors didn't just look at the outputs, they evaluated the underlying math, how these algorithms calculated probability, margin of error, and confidence interval. So this is crucially, they didn't just look at high-level performance, they dug into mathematical foundation that make these models tick. Another thing is to have algorithm findings through seeing their strength and limitations or weakness. No, so here we see the most practical outputs of the review. This is very important nga, data or information in this research. This is somewhat we know what is the strength and limitations in every algorithms. No, so for example, while the key nearest neighbor is brilliant for its simplicity, so we define KNN as simple architecture, making it fast and easy to implement. The reviews notes on fatal flow in big data, it scales incredibly poorly. Conversely, no, so poor kayo ang KNN in terms of uh, big data sets or massive or high dimensional data sets. While or conversely, random forest offers incredibly accuracy and robustness. No, so in the strength of random forest algorithm is somewhat highly robust, mitigating overfitting, delivery, excellent accuracy, but it requires a severe computational cost. No, so again, so decision trees, PMMs, there is no perfect algorithms. It is always a trade-off. This is the strength, this is the weakness. That's why this research is being born, because we tend to guide the researchers whether to choose what algorithm they will choose if they're going to do data mining. Okay. The 5 V's and real world applications. So big data processing inherently requires considering of the 5 V's. It's very important in data mining. No, so requires considering about the volume. The volume is the amount of data. It's either a small data sets, a massive data sets, no, and also its velocity. So the speed of generation. So how's the speed to generate the data, or how data is being generated? It is measured through its velocity. How can we get the data or access the data timely, no, and real time, of course real time is very important. The next is the variety, no, so there is structured and unstructured and semi-structured variety of data. So right now we are producing unstructured data because it's a video file that we're creating. Next is the veracity, no, the trustworthiness of the data. No? So gusto mo kayong tawag og fake news. And the value usefulness, no? The paper connects this concept into real world uses in healthcare, fraud detections, and target market. So in healthcare, we have predictive analytics and patient care, producing optimal and low-cost allocations. Also, we have real-time anomaly, fraud detections, and target marketing, unstructured, no? Producing or processing high volume social data to target ads. Okay? So, in this research, I also identify some gaps. We have conceptual limitations. The paper is primarily descriptive and conceptual, lacking empirical tests, no, active dataset trials, and specific case studies to validate the theoretical assertions. Next is preparing efficiencies, implementation oversight, and evolution tracking. These are the gaps, and of course, this is directive for the future. Future work should implicitly included comparative experiments across varied algorithms and operating on actual big data. So this research is very useful, serve as guide to researchers and data miners to choose what algorithms are going to use in the activity of data mining. It suggests, it gives its what we call this strength and weaknesses in every algorithms. So thank you for participating in this review discussions. You can type comments if you have something to questions regarding my uh, comparative as well as a review on this research. Thank you and goodbye.